Hi guys, welcome back to the next move with Valetax. My name is Innocent Ifere Rion, market analyst and trading content specialist here at Valetax. And welcome back to another episode of the next move. On this week's episode of the next move on market outlook with Valetax, we're going to be exploring trade ideas as always and also analyzing the fundamentals that could be affecting or influencing the aforementioned pairs for the week. But before we get started, let's do a quick recap on the trade analysis for last week on the EURUSD, XAUUSD and GBP-JPY. On last week's outlook for the EURUSD, we were expecting to get a continuation of the sells after the mid-term pullback that happened the previous week before last week. And we did in fact see the sells coming to the market. For the GBP-JPY, we expected those huge drops from the 203.5 levels, and that exactly happened, and we filled in the fair value gap at the 195.500 levels before the bullish continuation happened last week. And for the XAUUSD, we were expecting some sort of bullish momentum to the upside to target the 4,200-250 levels, but in fact we're still stuck in that range between the 4,000 level and the 3,990 level. And moving forward for the week, we're going to be sharing trade ideas on the AUDUSD, the EURUSD, and the XAUUSD for the week. For the AUDUSD, with prices holding at that weekly resistance level at the 0.66150 levels over the past couple of weeks, we do also see prices resting at a very significant trend line just right about the 0.65500 areas. A break below that level and a retest could send the AUDUSD gunning for long-term sales to fill a possible imbalance and fair value gap seated right around the 0.62 levels, 0.61 levels, and the 0.60 levels long-term, pending how fast and how quick it might get there before the year runs out. And on the EURUSD, we finally got to the target of the 1.15 as stated in some of our previous outlooks. We did see a start of a bullish correction towards a supply level at the 1.16. A hold of the 1.16 level could continue to send the EURUSD to the downside to continue the bear sides, and we might start to target levels as the 1.14 fully and possibly even lower at the 1.13. For the XAUUSD, we're still stuck within that range of the 4,010 levels and the 3,980 levels. A possible break above the 4,050 levels could allow us start to see bullish momentum push the XAUUSD to the upside to target levels such as the 4,100, 4,180 and 4,200 at the possible neckline of the 4-hourly double top that was created 2 weeks ago. But if we do still close below the 3,880 levels, then we might start to see XAUUSD start to sell and continue to head for the 3,500 level full-term correction for the XAUUSD. But as always, fundamentals will be one of the driving forces to back the movement of the XAUUSD. And speaking of fundamentals, here are the possible high impact news that could impact or influence the direction of the market ahead of the week. We have major high impact news, which is going to be the unemployment rate for the AUD on Thursday. We're also going to have the core CPI for the USD and unemployment claims on Thursday. On Friday, we end the week with the core PPI and retail sales for the USD. The summary for this week's trade idea is a continuation on the sells for the AUDUSD after a break and retest of the trend line on the daily time frame. A continuation of the sells if supply level hold at the 1.16 for the EURUSD, and a possible wait and break direction for the XAUUSD. If we break above, we continue to buy. If we break below, we continue to sell. And do not forget, this is nothing but only a trade idea and not a trading signal. Always do your own research and apply risk management for where needed. And don't forget to trade using the best broker, Valetax. And until next time, I'll see you on the next move with Valetax.